Welcome everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Tonya Satchell. Welcome everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. I got a good one for you guys. So I'm starting my new series on robots. So I'm gonna take it in a one-on-one style. I am unfamiliar with the robots, but I think it's a fantastic lesson to teach our next generation, which are my sons. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's get into it. Today we're going to build a robot platform, because for a robot to exist it needs a platform. Normally you'll see these as maybe like a circuit board or platform. So to understand and to start building your robot, you have to start with the platform, and that is what we're going to do today, is to introduce the concept of a platform. We're going to need a few items. We're going to need our platform base. Now this is just a cutout of an existing cardboard box that I received from a package. You can use your existing boxes that are already headed to the trash for your platform. Cut this into a rectangle size. You decide on what size platform you would like. Now this one is about, here we'll use the ruler here. This one that I have is about 4 inches in length and 3 inches in width. So you decide on what kind of platform. I just had this piece laying around and I just decided to grab it and give it a go. You're going to need 3 tires. Now I took these from my boy's existing construction toy set. You can you can borrow from your kids existing toys, or maybe you have a toy that is on its way out the window, out the door. So you can use a toy that you are going to get rid of and not donate. You can use that toy's wheels. Luckily these were already detached. So you're going to need 3 wheels. So you're going to need your motor. Since this is going to be a powered robot platform, you're going to need a motor with an electrical source. So I'm just using a standard battery box for this. I use this battery box for a lot of my projects. Now you want to make sure you get the right battery box for your projects. The battery box in here contains 2 AA batteries. Now if you get the one that that's for, if you get the battery box that has 4 AA batteries, that's a lot of power. For this size motor, the one that's for 1 AA battery, if you could find one with 1 AA battery box, that would be great for this size motor. There are motors that come smaller than this and you would use a smaller battery, because a 4 AA size battery box would be too powerful for this motor and will burn the motor out. Now if you have a project that requires that much power, go for it. You just may not get as much of a usage out of your actual motor. It's just like an engine, right? So Hobby Lobby, this is where I got the activity set that I pull this battery box out of. Now a lot of the materials that you're going to use for your robot series, you can recycle those tools per activity, so you don't have to run to the store every single time you're interested in exploring robots with your child. Just like science and arts, you're going to recycle those materials over and over. So I feel like it's a great investment. So also you're going to need a skewer, a straw. Some items that you may or may not need are rulers, a pair of scissors, and you're also going to need some tape. So let's get into it. We have all of our supplies that we need. So now it's time to build our platform. So let's get into it. So first you're going to want to grab your cardboard cutout. Again, this is a 4-inch, 3-inch cutout. And it is weirdly shaped because this is just the piece that I had. And to cut your straw piece to the width of your cardboard, so your platform. And this is going to be the underside of your platform. So this is the bottom of your platform. So you're going to tape this straw to your cardboard. Now, you're going to have to fit your circular wheel into the notch that you make, and it has to go far enough in to where the opening of the wheel is just inside the end of the cardboard, because this is going to be how your motor attaches to the wheel. So this is your action wheel. These are your followers. This is your leader. This is your follower. So you're going to have to cut a notch. Now your notch will be dependent on the size of your tires or your wheels. So you make the determination. Just make sure you get it all the way in. As you see, the width of my wheel is pretty thick. So don't go cutting this size notch when you don't need it, because it'll make for an unstable platform. So you're going to take your wheel. Again, you're going to put it in there, right? You're going to confirm that you can see it all the way through. Now, you're going to take, so this is the reason why I'm doing it this way. Your battery box may not be attached to your motor. And if that's the case, your step is going to look a little bit different than mine. But the final product will be the same. Now, for me, I'm going to tape my battery box, and you're going to tape your battery box on the other side of on the top side of your cardboard cutout, your platform. Make sure your notch is already cut out so you can determine where you need to tape your battery box. Tape your motor to the other side of your platform. You're going to turn it over and tape your motor to the other side. Now this is where you're going to have to gauge where your wheel is going to go. Now, this is another variation, because my wheel center is pretty big. A lot of smaller wheels are going to come with it's going to come with a smaller hole than mine, and you're not going to have to make this adjustment. So I'm going to use a cord, cut it in half, a small one, small enough to fit inside my wheel, just like that. So this allows my motor to attach to my wheel. Now you may not have to do this. This is because my wheel is a thicker wheel. So I'm going to make another variation. I'm going to use a glue gun to secure my wheel, the inside of my wheel, to my motor, because if not, the motor will not have enough attachment to that corkscrew, and it's actually not even going to have the friction that it needs to hold on to that wheel and spin it itself. So I'm going to use hot glue. Alright, so my hot glue gun is now warmed up. Now again, this is a variation for me, and this is what it looks like. So I don't know if you can see. So, and I cut it in half. But I know that it will not have enough friction to allow that wheel to spin on that motor. So I grabbed my glue gun in hopes that this will work. I'm going to place a small amount of hot glue on my motor. And this piece, so let's go to this one. And this piece of the motor, is it not going to? Okay, now this piece of the motor is going to go inside of my corkscrew. So I'm going to place a small amount of heated glue for my glue gun. The side with the battery is your top part. The side with your straw is the bottom, and that also is where your motor is at. Now make sure it moves. Make sure it moves. Move it around. All right, so now I've secured my motor to my wheel using hot glue. I placed a small amount of hot glue at the tip of my motor, and then I inserted that piece into of my wheel because the hole inside my wheel is too large, so I had to adjust and use that to kind of secure the motor, because without it there will be no movement. Now this is the top, this is the bottom. Now what you're going to do is, now you're going to take your skewer, place that on the inside of your straw at the bottom, and then place your two wheels. Oops, sorry, let's wait till that adjusts on both sides. Now, do these have to be secured in the way the front wheel is? No, but this is also just a beginner. This is just me learning the concept of a platform. If you want to take it further and secure those back wheels, maybe add two wheels in the front using that same motor by whatever means. That's a great thing about STEM. It's a problem and it's a solution. So it's really tapping into that deeper learning from ourselves and our kids. So that's why I encourage you to join in on STEM with your child, because they're going to have a question and you're going to help them get to that solution. Don't do it for them. Help them get there. All right. So let's see if we have a moving platform. So we're going to turn this on. Now, if it goes out of the stream, that means it has worked to our liking. Oh, it moved, but it didn't move. And this is one of the issues. This is why I say don't let your wheel touch. So let's see. Alrighty, we got a moving platform here. And this could just be because of my wheels, my choice of wheels, because it moves. If you pick it up, that moves. You can't really tell because of the color of the wheel, but it's moving. There we go. Oh, it is doing something funky. All right, let's maybe try a different. All right, let's see. And it moves. There we go. So that worked, and I'm so glad it did, because I really enjoyed doing this pre-video and during the video, and I really hope you do too. I hope you enjoyed this activity and you try it out. If you are successful with it, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. So, all right. Thank you guys.